You're Armenia.
That's correct. It's a pleasure to see you here in our store.
My name is Armenia. I'm a sales consultant from Chronograph Yerevan store, which is opened since 2009. Actually, the store is a multi-branded store. We have different segments of watches and jewelry, also accessories from different kinds of brands.
This is one of the preeminent watch stores in Armenia, as I know.
Yeah, of course. We're one of a kind, let's say. We have a huge selection of different types of watches in different segments.
And we're right here on Northern Avenue, which is the best street to be on.
Yeah, of course. Of course, the location is great for this kind of store to be in the heart of the Yerevan. Mr. Henderson, we prepared some special watches for you on the second floor. Let's go there.
Are a lot of your customers Armenian Americans, Armenian French? Are they locals? Who's shopping here?
Mostly locals, but of course there are many tourists.
Yeah.
Please have a seat. I will bring the watches for you.
So you have Omega, Breitling.
That's correct. Omega, Breitling, IWC, Panerai, Zenith. Also Chopard, watches and jewelry, also accessories. And some of the luxury segment, let's say Vacheron Constantin, Breguet, and Beauvais. Okay, let's start from the Breguet. Breguet is actually known as one of the prestigious luxury brands all over the world. The history of Breguet starts from 1775. It's one of the greatest, let's say, watchmaking brands, because we know that the watchmaker Breguet invented the tourbillon, and some of horological innovations also is made from Breguet.
For people who don't know what that is, tourbillon.
Tourbillon is a special mechanism, special cage, where the balance wheel and escapement put on it, and it minimizes the gravity effect on a watch. So the tourbillon watch is more precise than a standard watch with the standard balance wheel and escapement, let's say.
So if I compare the prices for a fine watch in Armenia to those that you would get in Paris or somewhere in Europe where Armenians might go, how does that compare?
So the prices are everywhere the same. The only thing that the VAT is different in each country. And maybe because of the VAT there will be some slightly changes, but for tourists it's okay to buy a watch here in Armenia because of the tax refund. It's higher than in European countries.
It's a higher tax refund than Europe. And so this watch is how much? This is a tourbillon, yeah?
No, it's not.
This is not?
It's a watch with a retrograde date, with skeletonized dial, where you can see the beautiful finishing of the watch.
And so what would this watch cost?
So the price in euro, it's 46,700.
And do you normally sell watches in euros or in dollar terms here? Or in dram?
In dram, of course, because our customers mostly locals.
Yeah.
And
the currency doesn't fluctuate so much. It's not like the Turkish lira or something where it's always going down and you have to adjust your local price.
No.
You can pretty stably price them in dram without worrying about losing money.
That's correct.
Yeah. Real estate here would be sold in dollars oftentimes, no? Like if I go and buy one of these apartments on Northern Avenue, they would quote it in dollars or in dram?
In dram, of course.
So, okay, this is the skeleton watch.
That's correct, with a retrograde date display. Also here the historical codes of a Breguet, for example, off-center dial. Also, if you turn back the watch and you see the rotor, this rotor was created in 1780. This was the first prototype of an automatic winding pocket watch. And it looks like this. So the name of the collection is Tradition. That's why here in this collection, they keep all traditional codes of the brand. Off-center dial, guilloche technique, also skeletonized dial, this beautiful rotor, which is historical. And if you take a look at the case, this technique called flatting, and this is one of the codes of a Breguet. So the next one, which was prepared special for you, is Vacheron Constantin 56 collection. Why it called 56? Because it's inspired by the watches from 1956. So it's a ultra thin watch with an automatic winding system, 40 millimeter case diameter.
That's a 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Simple design.
I love the throwback watches, 40s, 50s.
Of course.
And yet, this obviously is going to hold up a bit better than...
And if you take a look on the shape of the case, they tried to create the Maltese cross lugs with the same shape as the Maltese cross, the logo of the brand. And as you know, the Vacheron Constantin is one of the top luxury brands all over the world. And this is one of the only brands who has continuously production since 1755. It never stops producing the watches during the crisis and during the wars. So Vacheron always works.
Is this rose gold?
That's correct. 18 karat rose gold. Also, if we take a look...
And by the way, what was the history of the Maltese cross?
So the Maltese cross actually is the component from the barrel. They took it from, if you know the construction, of course you know the construction of the watch. And inside of the barrel there is a small detail which looks like Maltese cross. And they made it a logo of the brand.
I think of Maltese cross. I think of Malta and their excellent citizenship program.
Of course.
Let's look at the next one.
The next one is a Zenith tourbillon. This is
a
actually,
tourbillon.
Yes, it is. This is a 41 millimeter case diameter watch.
This is more, it's a little too sporty for me. I mean, this really is my vibe.
Yep, more classic watch.
I like this. This is water resistant? No.
It's water resistant, it's 100 meter water resistant.
100 meters.
Also, it's an El Primero movement. If you know the story behind the El Primero, is the one of the highest frequency movement. It's not a traditional 4 or 3 hertz. That means it beats faster and it's more precise.
Yes, you can switch out the straps. Can you put a leather strap on this?
Not yet.
They're working on it.
They're working on it. Right now they have only rubber straps.
Just rubber and metal.
And metal, of course.
Yeah. And so, how much is this piece?
So, if we compare with other brand tourbillons, the price is pretty good. In AMD, 26,818,000, 63,000.
63,000.
That's correct.
Euros or dollars?
Euros.
I made a wise decision to purchase Duram long ago.
Really?
At 5.20 to the dollar.
That's a good decision.
It's a good decision. And what do you think of this trend that everything is Bella Hadid or Kylie Jenner?
I guess brands like Chopard, they want to be more young and they want to have young customers as well because it's like traditional jewelries and traditional designs. That's why they pick
You're
young
a little younger, but don't you miss the days of meritocracy where it was Adriana Lima and it was Heidi Klum and like everyone had to fight to be a top model, and now
like
it's just
this.
like
But
you're a child of someone or you're an influencer.
But last year they picked a really great ambassador of the brand, Judy Roberts. If you remember, she was the ambassador of Offshore
I do remember.
Yeah, and this campaign was just...
We saw her in Serbia.
Yeah.
All right, well, Julia Roberts is a bit more meritocratic.
We have some novelties.
People like the crosses here, I think.
Of course.
Very Christian country
because,
still. Yeah.
We're the first who took the Christianity, and that's why crosses are very popular in Armenia. And we have also Graph jewelry brand.
These are beautiful. I love the mother of pearl.
Yeah, it's.
Is that a mother of pearl inlay inside?
That's correct.
Inside.
It's the Imperial collection.
Yeah.
The mother of pearl inside, and as you noticed.
Is that silver?
No, it's stainless steel with gold.
Stainless, yeah.
Two-toned.
You know what I'm told, by the way? I'm told by Armenians that Armenians like diamonds. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like lots of diamonds.
Yes.
We're just scratching the surface. How about this one?
The oval shape is not more popular than the round shape watches.
Yeah.
It's more elegant, and that's why, let's say, it has its customers, but it's 40 or...
Not everyone wants to be wearing the bestseller.
Yeah.
You know what I miss? Although they're actually very badly made watches these days. When I was a kid, the Cartier tank watch
You don't like it, or you like?
I used to like the tank watch, but I got a similar watch, and actually it's a mess. They're very poorly made. So we have the Omega corner. And which influencer is this? I don't know.
Kaya Gerber. She's new also.
Kai, is that
The
from Cindy Crawford?
exactly.
Yeah. I'm ashamed I know all this.
So here we have IWC watches. I guess you're familiar with the brand. It's
Yeah.
from 1968.
IWC doesn't get enough credit, I think.
But of course, we have Pilot Collection, which is one of the most iconic and first collection of the brand. Also, this is Pilot Collection with world time function.
Do you like the IWC Pilot collection more, or would you rather have a Breitling?
Depends on collection. If we are comparing Pilot watches and the style, I guess IWC.
You like their aviator watches better.
But right now, Breitling has Chronomad collection, which is very beautiful. Later, I will show you with the new type of bracelet, and it depends on what you are looking for.
Portuguese is I pronouncing it correctly?
Portuguese collection?
The Portuguese, yeah. The Portuguese, it's so classic.
Not that as a
You don't think so?
Portofino. No.
As the Portofino, yeah.
Portofino is more classic.
Oh, they have the classic.
With the moon face,
moon
of
face,
course.
yeah.
Portuguese collection is very beautiful because case is not that thin, not that slim.
No, you're
also
right.
this with in-house movement of IWC 69,000 caliber. So IWC has great calibers. Omega.
So there's no Omega boutique here. They sell through you.
No, we are the official representative of all of the brands here represented, and Omega is one of the most loved
Yeah,
watches
for sure.
in Armenia too, and worldwide. We have here James Bond with a full titanium case, titanium grade 1.
Moon watch with the nylon strap.
Watch, exactly. Also, we have novelties from Constellation collection with this special pattern like a meteorite.
A Globemaster.
Correct. Globemaster with annual calendar.
Yep.
That means,
Are you getting the newest watches in?
of course.
Yeah, so you're getting something new. Because like the Globemaster has been here for a couple years, I think. What's this one with? Is that a silk band or silk strap?
The Ville collection.
Is that DeVille?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is with the alligator strap. Also, we have here dedicated to Olympic Games, Paris 2024, Diver 300, novelty again. So we have a lot of
The
new
World watches, I forget the model on that.
Aquaterra collection.
Is that Aquaterra?
Yeah.
World or something?
Yeah, world time function.
Right.
Breitling has a classic Avi collection, again pilot watches, but worldwide the most best-selling model is of course the Super Ocean Heritage collection. And we have some novelties from Chronomad with the new bracelet, Rulo bracelet, which is also, let's say, worldwide is one of the best-selling models as well.